Okay, this presentation deals with sponsor and site identification. Most of the information that will be discussed in this presentation you'll be able to find in our Break for the Plate website. Topics that will be discussed in this presentation will be state agency selection priorities for sponsors, sponsor priorities for selecting sites, selecting food service staff, ensuring site access through promotion, pre-approval requirements, and of course any questions and answers we'll be happy to address those questions when you submit those to our office. Priorities for selecting a sponsor. When sponsors are competing to serve an area, the state agency must give priority in this order. First priority goes to local school food authorities. Second priority goes to returning government and private nonprofit organization sponsors. Third priority goes to new government sponsors. And fourth priority goes to new private nonprofit sponsors. Sponsors may be approved for a maximum of 200 sites with a maximum total average daily attendance of all sites of 50,000 children at all sites pending state agency approval. State agency has the capacity to conduct reviews of at least 10% of the sponsor's sites. It is important that sponsors evaluate the needs and resources of the area that they want to serve before making their final plans for site operations. Mapping and other data tools can be used to locate the following. The areas include high need areas, eligible areas, potential site locations such as libraries, schools, museums, and low-income housing units. Finding eligible sites. You can find the eligible sites using the school data or capacity builder websites. And the website, as you can see right here, is www.fns.usda.gov/capacitybuilder. You can also find locations of areas served by schools where at least 50% of enrolled children are eligible for free and reduced price meals. And that website is www.fns.usda.gov/area eligibility. Evaluating potential sites. The following list outlines several major considerations when evaluating potential sites, and they are as follows: site administrative capability, site accessibility, site meal friendliness, site activities, consider the volunteer basis available in the community, and involve community partnerships. What sponsors need to know in order to achieve successful site participation is determine the number of food service staff that are needed to operate the site. They should be ensuring sites are accessed through promotional, more summer smiles promotional toolkits, and food nutrition service is a resource that's available. Also, we have best practices for your meal service, and your food that is also available through the food nutrition service. As Unit 1 participate in the summer food service program, we have that information available, which they all can be found in Break for the Plate. Also, mandatory school outreach. Schools in your area are required to advertise summer feeding sites that will be operating in the area of that school before school is out for the summer. You must contact your meal champions, elected officials, your tribal leaders and faith-based leaders, and local athletes, etc., to utilize their resources to help promote your summer food service program in the area that which you plan to serve. Pre-approval requirements, sponsor and site agreement. You must have one of those available. If the site does not belong to the sponsoring organization, you must have an agreement with that site. Also, you must have health, food, and sanitation permits available. You must have them have those resources approved, and you'll have to submit that information along with your online application. Also, you should have an extreme weather plan. Also, you should have pre-approval site visits. Pre-approval visits for new sites and new non-congregate sites are required, and you must visit all new sites and problematic sites from the previous year you must do a pre-approval site visit on them also. The forms that you'll use to utilize the pre-approval visits and your agreements with new sites are presented here in this slide. This information can be found in the Break for the Plate website. Health Department considerations. Prior to submitting the application, you will need to contact your local health department to determine if the site is permitted to serve food and to determine if the site is permitted to prepare food. During the application process, the sponsor will upload documentation to the state agency using the Alabama State Department of Education ALSDE form indicating that the local health department has been contacted. And that copy of that form looks like this in this slide. It is the Summer Food Service Program Department letter. And that information, that letter, is also available in the Break for the Plate. And as usual, if you have any questions concerning new sites, please send questions to sun@alsde.edu.